Hi again, everyone. I'm Ollie Matthews. This is the Narcissistic Resistance, and this resistance video is sponsored by contribution from Anonymous, and here's her story. Hi, Ollie. My therapist suggested I write letters to my abusers and then ceremoniously destroy the letters. What do you think about going in the opposite direction? By sending the letters to our abusers, such as our parents, by speaking up at their funerals, by writing an obituary exposing their abuse of us, by taking on the hyphenated name of an ex turned stalker and speaking publicly about it so they can find us more easily. That is really dangerous. No, no. Garner support if, and a big if, we can, and instead of running and hiding, bring it all to a final conclusion. The ideal final conclusion would be where the exposure itself is to make the stalker run and hide. It never is. You don't win by fighting these people. You win by cutting them out and staying away. The narcissist always wants the engagement because they're going to turn it around against you. No matter how well you plan this out in your head, no matter how many times you go over it, it never works out that way face to face because there's too much emotion. You can't anticipate every single monkey wrench they're going to throw at you. You can't remember every seed. You don't even know what seeds they've planted to activate at any given time. There are minefields everywhere with them. They are surrounded by landmines, just waiting for you to step on one to trigger it. No, it's a bad idea. That's a bad. And the taking on the name of an ex, that's telling me that you don't really want them out of your life, that you want to keep them around. I'm sorry, that's what that says. Nobody would take on the name of a stalker. Nobody. Finally, what do you think of solution-focused letter writing to government agencies? I live in Canada. Forget it. If you forget it, all right, now this even makes more sense. I live in Canada, and a big part of me wants to expose the power of government offices, judges, courts, police, and political higher-ups. Canada's gone. Canada is gone. Canada is going to get worse before it gets better. It's going to get much worse because they've passed the point of no return. So they're going to have to be sucked down to hit rock bottom before they finally wake up. The problem in Canada now, if you speak up, they call you crazy. They call you a hater. And they have legislation to come after you for it. I understand it's crazy up there. I understand. You can't fight those people. They're insane. The Canadian government is out of control. Do you think it is as dangerous as I feel it is to expose the goings-on? Or is it that I've become somewhat paranoid after a lifetime of narcissistic abuse? Bottom line is, any voicing of it potentially helpful to ourselves or others, or is it pointless to write letters? Is it a matter of go ahead and write, but don't be disappointed in the results? Exactly. I mean, you can do whatever's going to make you feel better. But you write that letter expecting nothing. Because if you write those letters expecting any type of reaction that you want from the narcissist, you're going into it for the wrong reasons. You're supposed to be writing those letters for yourself, not based on how the narcissist may or may not react to it. Or is it best to write and destroy all letters? Stay clear of our abusers' deathbeds and avoid final confrontation. Go low contact within our country's systems. Forget about retribution. Find a personally safe way to expose our stories. Yeah, the latter to all of it. Okay, you don't want to be on your country's radar. Believe me, the governments have too much power as it is. Whether you're writing a letter and destroying it, or just doing a YouTube channel or some kind of blog, it doesn't matter. As long as you're not addressing them directly. You can talk about them. You can talk about what they did to you. You just don't have to talk to them directly or ever acknowledge them again. Face to face, person to person, peer to peer, whatever you want to call it. You talk about the narcissist as if they're already gone, as if they're not there. You talk about them as if you're telling a story about them. Not as if you treat them as they're no longer around, because they're not. They're no longer relevant in your life. The way you go no contact and the way you get over the narcissist's abuse is to make the narcissist irrelevant to you. You make the narcissist irrelevant to you by never acknowledging it directly. Kind of like gaslighting the gaslighter. Why do you think certain people go friggin' crazy on my channel? I know we have to decide these things for ourselves. I know that confrontation won't heal the anger and hurt and loss I feel. I know that confrontation can lead to more gaslighting and worse abuse, and in the end can cause more damage to ourselves. Emotional detachment when writing letters to agencies may be an option. In the case of our exes, any contact isn't worth the emotional upheaval, or is it? Nope. The big question is, what if the abuser becomes worse instead of running and hiding? Cluster Bs are generally unpredictable, even to themselves. I'm curious about what your thoughts are on all this. Well, I told you all this. No matter how well you plan out something like that, a confrontation with the narcissist, it's never going to go as you planned. Because as I said, you don't even know where the landmines are. Confronting the narcissist is navigating a landmine field, a field of landmines. You can't win. The narc knows where all the mines are. And even if you don't step on one directly, they can set it off at any given time. You are disadvantaged. The only advantage you have is to make them irrelevant. It might be a matter of boiling it down to, do you want to live your life at war or in peace? Or to quote from a Kenny Rogers song, The Gambler, I've made my life out of reading people's faces, knowing what the cards were, and by the way they held their eyes. And the chorus, know when to hold 'em, know when to fold 'em, know when to walk away, know when to run. Thanks, Ollie. Anonymous. Know when to run, know when to walk away. Know when you're about to walk into the narcissist minefield. You can't win. The only way you win is not to play. So, thank you for your contribution. Thank you for your story. I appreciate it. I hope this helped. Thank you to everybody watching. Please leave any opinions or advice in the comment section below. And again, if you want your story read on the channel, you have a topic you'd like me to cover, a narcissist you'd like to expose, you'd like to set up Skype, phone call, have a private video made, or a Facebook live chat, or you would like to sponsor a video like this for someone who needs help and can't afford it, or just make a contribution to the channel in general to help keep it supported, growing, and expanding, because this channel survives 100% on contributions from all of you. Without you, all of this goes away. So if you like what you see here and you want to see more videos like this, you know what to do with the PayPal and email links in the description box. Also, please like and share this video wherever you can. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't, and be sure to click the subscription bell to be notified of all my video uploads. I'm Ollie Matthews. This has been The Narcissistic Resistance.